no more overburdening bebre. But it is not like that. As to why a state institution be ya own to America yama nipa ne budget. So we can enye dia. Very simple. Momu solar. Schools abine tuya. Momu solar. Enu enya de bia eyehu. Momu solar. Na anka say take crowd the least said about it the better. Mo crowd anka say mo amutumi generate more power. So na mu use ne hu say ye maya na ye nuanu mi science pa na mu ye. Dabi ene ye nyina ye gum kakra na ansa na illegal for nso a ewom. It is alleged say bebrena ne ECG officials ene hihye ho ana omoye oba baby edan no cry ya tro ho say unauthorized place no eho ne ye ba be ma ne power na che say water legalize illegality electricity and so sa assembly no so ko ade na wonim say ye illegal no or san koje property rate edan ye ofi obi about property rate or update and be sense hwe important ha. Tell me why I should pay property rate. Is it because the law says I should pay? Now me dem ready in compelling me say me canchira will say when provider will side of the bargainer, you also have to pay penalty. It is time you bring a strong consumer unit and as association ukruma so that we tell them right in the face and nya na ya bi na baba catch me say ye way and I say we. It's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Aya won yenya public officer said they are not pay year can yanka so chena wo ho. Yenma bibi pricky adwen say put yourself in that position. So when I would you, how would you feel?
A problem no wo a utility company no na on performing the duty ye anase ye consumers no na ekwan a yen so ye fa so consume electricity no yentumi nya ho nkyerɛkyerɛ yenti ema ekontema na de ema me busa we no so wone energy commission for di nkomo na omo kyerɛ kwan a ye fa so consume electricity a otumi hu no say asa ye yankasa nso ye fie nso you will waste a problem nijina
management.
Okay.
Management in the sense that omo management of education as some educated consumers. Etina tebi omo catch say a bar second hand near my yetona the brew expiring date a consuming more power. Ufie say earth and a week ubetumi consuming more power. It's wo na wo hwe no o managing no so much education echo then se nipa no emiti sa standard na man power because at the end of the day no or saba be complaining and do or how ebeto so eti efie na na say institution na ontua no ne niema ebobo ho nyina no wa hwe say it's up to said the wo standard na ese wo man power no use ana said don kofa asamon brew because one minti say kromo ejato baby emma yakase bia negligence of electricity it yes charge omo said the be ya dachi bi ombeye and then for day obi social media platforms e bi court adanya ne ba ahwe social media ama bibi asi it no mun pay penalty here it is not like that. People get away with so many things enti yet on uni baby a wo turn to and legal profession also no acquire to say the highest bidder wins somehow so minisika me de ko follow ya legal aid here always say wo say ni ho yenim ti no answer wo pe you just have to toe the line and the na people are paid paid the penalty for negligence. People will sit up na yemfa ne say asem kan water for ebi ensu ayenom eno na ama ebi ayare ebi asi wo domekwa benya and na yama water for pay penalty for that managing director no ye ni few ado beba no obehwe ye but we no entisa and it's purely managerial we unim yes every part of your life e wo kroma no it seems like the same. Everybody gets away with anything. Emrekwa anke to ye boase ehihye niema emra no wo ho betumi di aye enso hwe yen adan say traffic light enye adwuma na yete ho ye gi ye wo krom hanom street light levy street light in Sweden ho. Nenti wuji sika na wo de kwakọ ye den. When na me ko bisa no. Me call electricity obeka saban. Aboko aban ho no ma wadane mumu. Wahu. Enti it's time you being a strong consumer association. A be voice out. Wahu ka parliament say wo ho no. Ye wo bia or ye bia or kasama your friend is saying mobro wafo obia or ye ya onkrofobia or parliament e ye ya no sorry anyone no mosa ye ni unionist e wo ho no MPC bebre na bi ye teacher for they don't speak for teachers so and na obi ko pension na ayasem why most nkrofo ye adwuma nyina tete obu fie so because pension no okwa ye den wahu enye enso no obi a person obeka ho asem as to why you cannot enti mom there everything is managerial ye manage ni ye ahin ye ahin there's so many opportunities aye betumi ama power aye sufficient for us but there be because illegal connection would they go round for Madina market I said the bidi kankan electricity police will be shop for a chira wo station ho no ma baby I say mini transformer AC no ho no bi kiosk e batam baby I no so ho no so e ho afu
obi amfa hwe ho ane yeti kuruma no so enti bibia ye bia no it's managerial and when you go out there na ye ebia nipa ohwe so no ye yi ni CV e de to ho no ma obebo wonsem so what do we do with that paper? Then ye ko school see be impact on society ye knowledge ye de beba society last Olympics omo ye wo France company bia omo use urine Johnson e de fertilizer omo kachira ban ne se ne betumi aye immediately Olympics omo e koye no ye harvest mu nyina Johnson yes
and omo de koye ampa eye adwuma it say fertilizer ba no Johnson adan na ye de obi aye yen to me copy say ebia ye kra no ye ni baby adwonso publicly eni wo bebre na so bi di we aba adan na yensu yen to me nye bi na ye fanye ya ka kire say even ya ye ja nan kra no ye to me the ye gas
ya switch mra ECG nkomo na ye di no ya
ni nyina ye power ya na me kan wasemi say boy
anya production no na ye kan say ye consumption na o de maye no because o produce no more na still our ju bebre a enti yen stay wo yen
de no and I make us Nigeria or no why lazy yes because wo na wutua no mo na osaba mo ha beje mo and yen so consumers no yen education say education omo de maye limited and one so make catch so o generate where you air condition ya katini saying ye saying do you go out there to make sure that the people are doing what you are telling them? They don't. So, the ben no ECG nearby fie, so me person measure appliances, or earth no saying, said your honum, what test if you all gadgets nina, I shall say nina, it's not an awako. Anyhow, and once a waba, se mita niebe ridia, ya de obey la bro, ya ko asa. Said the best you said the best you than fun. But you need to be concerned about your consumer, your customer.
Now, me concern power. Zambara, is it about consumption a fee and I say managerial? Nana asante hu say a managerial or no managing ye. By
me by against her. If you say ye de adwuma hye won sa na wo ya ene ye nkan ya na ho de no te say o fam potem ahodo a se de nanadi kaka no obere bia ba street light a wo yen potem no yetua woka nanso nipa no tua woka no obenante be ni fie be bia be 6-7 posts kura ba ni fie no street light ni ho nanso so bosumi okoto prepaid bia na wo so utua abane tua enti ho afford ento tua na enye se me matimisika se me se meto me isu air condition 6 o me fie me isu fridge sta hodro be 5 o me fie in akade bia me isu bia no my crowd se meto gusu ntina me isu eti se me kokoto e de ba na o nege janzintade no e ready fast e dwane ntem na obo me kro no wo wanya wontutue yie enti me fi se bosome bia no me to 500 series a edimi twa bosome bosome mienu na wo no ntotoa wanye ne yenti ese meto 1000 cedis a wo bɔ me kro no enti yanye yentotoa yie ni hu se me a metua asemesi a wo no ntua wo bɔ kro no yeyi ne fi system no mu na yen track obia o yusu nkane ne bia ne hu se de wo yusu no na ho de pepepe to obeka ya ebe de prepaid yi bayi ne yese odi eno de odi ba kro no bobi anim okay ya catch say o ba ko no bitimi fa achi ukoko twa na ho mamu kra be ko no sa de akoko hyemu we ne de dodo a wo beto no ena de oba yusu na utuaka sa no catch na fa de na ba eba wie ya se minim se dodo a me yusu 10 series na me yusu a watumu na fa na akoko du 30 series a all of the sudden na fa adno edu 100 200 and inkomo de bia nkoso obi anka wenkyerɛ when the last time apart from say government ebe ye increment na wie no bra say kania de kokoso what say opanyiba beka bia kyerɛ obi ameka wenkyerɛ isi di nka wenkyerɛ obi anka wenkyerɛ na ya affect the ordinary citizens nti ye besere eye omodwuma na ntutuye eye odi blame no ma obia ofom amene wonya adwen eye mismanagement na me edu ba bia aduri omunyintum saa na fe no ye hu kwan ye befa so a how na ho no on be solve ma ye ho atoye
Jiwa home na this is coming from Okuseku waye adwuma o ECG pen as one of our mpanimfo a omo adwuma. I'll read his message but everyone International Women's Day we are seeing na a celebrity yenuano ma no ade ba ko a prominent ewo Ghana has say efa yenuano ma ho a obi betumi aka ho asem sanitary pad eguso a in fact say the vice president crown so akwakoche bi dia ma mpanimfo ohwe sika aban ede adwuma no this year 292.4 million Ghana cedis eno na ewo aban hihye mu so de ma esuafo a omo primary any secondary about 2 million yebedi san komo no na yahwe se ehin na yegina se oman reason a ewo sa esuwe mu eyeden a yankasa yentimi nye a factory a ebe produce with the amount this year yebo din no de akere se no na yede yes production ana yebedi san komo no na ya celebrate yenuano ma na kakresan se nura na International Women's Day yebe celebrate omo ye remfi ni a ekoso nso wiase aman akese so titru America won muni omunuanom Israel for and afi Iran ntokwa ekoso no ye emfi enti san komo no nso ye de ebeba yaw. You are very right, we have a lot of waste in homes but that can be detected with a unit called lost control. They operate through informants at times who receive a portion of the penalties charged on corporate. I think with the complaint coming out from consumers, the PURC must take it up with ECG to go into it immediately because ECG is accountable to PURC. Okuseku ewadamfa ena ode we by. So you have a way to me a detect lost control. Na but Ghana hano na ne asante ade ahometene se sebase oya informant kra na okokoka same people will go back and tell nipa no a ade ne fan ho no se asmesi na eba kai ye kasa ye no obi ka kire me se and still an afei na me de mani di akire se enei de ECG for no bi kra timi ye ne se meter no omo kwan omo tumi slow no down omo from omo aho na mse omo ye ne sen ye beba be fa meter no de free wo fie na ye de ko adwumam ho na ya ko slow no down se be ya en run bebre enam se a en ye na che so omo betumi nso ama na run bebre because o tumi slow no down there obetumi nso ama no run bebre nti wo hwe se de omo system no titie ene ya nkasa se oman ne omanfo whereby a niam bi nkoyie se wo so be kwa akoka nipa kro no a besan bebo nipa no amane no a problem na wo ho ne betumi asolve
ye betumi once again managerial education is very important will be bia ye mu na fe nso no we should punish to reform sɛ yɛakye obi ɛna ɔyɛ saa deɛ na sɛ yɛbɛhu sɛ bi a ɛyɛ 1,000 cedis ɛna ama company na abɔka 1,000 na yɛate afi akatua mu continue doing your work so ɛbɛma yɛasete up na mpɛn bebree no we get away with a lot of things nti no obiara yɛ a onsuro sɛ bi a biribi ɛwɔ hɔ no media I still insist yɛn consumers no oba efiefie mu a o earth is very important say the way omo bury earth ne ade no ente sɛ nkane deɛ no ɛna yɛ weaker o light na ebe run more enti no yɛ much particular about it ya ka kyerɛ nso sɛ o fifie te sɛ yɛ fifie nyina no obi ono ma owo saa water ayi bi wo ho no wa esiso put it off obi to me be microwave can you na so na wadie light na so no e consume power na we just so dum no when any gadget that is not in use put it off so ebe boa wo so consumer no there na okuku seku kan tina make us we are in digital age easily senka pipe wo baby a obi ti control board betumi wo say baby blink here e se me microphone ekoho no. Let me tell you a story. She hono in so paya a goji out a lot of volumes of water. Me free water for ne say. Bibi koso hanum fiti company no office baby a wo ene shiashi hono kra no omu hu baby a shiashi na wo. Can you imagine that? Enti yen consumers ne there is very unfortunate to say yen nya kama for if you said there obeka ma yen no any consumer association as you call utility for no and Zempera here from saying utility omo utility for no almost so ebeko mu we nso kra na ba ko awako bia ba kra no ye de okeka kire yi na hwan wonom na wo so enti ni nyina ne se ebenya strong consumer association wow sir education ekoso so na almost so upgrade your equipment because minim so my be pa no doubt about that but good is not good when better is expected yema yenum pepe so bia wonya eyini pe immediately you are of no interest be the car munko fie na munko dum no wo sa na say ye no ti say de ya wo kan no obi be ye informant e ka kire so mehu sa so masi oye we ni no obetwe no na obi afa ho kasa so masi na be kan ti aye ahwani it's wrong ana minim say ebi ntu etumi fa eyifi main source no efie bebre a prepaid meter wo ho no opom nko ho menka area kumba area bi wo Accra ha no ma obekọ ho no prepaid wo na gigi ne first why power no watwe ne direct ana eba ti prepaid no bo on ma e also ba koto no dia begusu da bi nsu da bia no consume power wow obi be yi afechire enti randomly mo betumi akwafiefie na wahwe da bia power no efiba but we they are content with say waba no the bill abro and answer wutua end of story but go home have access to them they enye no na say they make no educate you oh ye buy no we watch your report kakra de amano say one meet standard there ye be yi power na fio because one hwe ye na se jato fia na BBC a yen na ya e blame ne beba ye so that should be the case but say no ayete say ye de ye adwuma na ye sin I quite remember me companies here my utility see back over and I make a complaint or say me application about the animal or my paper na mpia ponti na de me papa juma me na me beka some natural no me san culture application me culture letter fembro sa de we yes one emre kwa me nie fato paper so na ye ho adwuma yi na me bro fu nso nye na me ye dem culture de abro me fa paper na de she butu na me da me intimra so say ye nyina no ye boa made na ye because ye nya power ye nso be ha yen enti we should come na ye nchia wo bridge no so na ye try say we will get the best from them and they also give us the best sana me feel say be boa na ye tena onom na muntua wonso a ye dum no for example eno an say ya kyero so power ye be dum no wa ha no apology be ni wono ma eba baby ebeba no ye be sremo we are very sorry say be inconvenience ebe cause ni ade announcement and now send message ema wo customers nyina eye fe So where the essence say you need choice be that's one problem. A year na alternative be one no say me kwa mofa energy ho and na metwe me power. A year then yan sempe raba city up. So in sempe raba city up asanto aba city up. But where do you say yempo omo wa ne beba.
Few messages. The prepaid meters reading are unbearable. Too much. I have maintained the same gadget for about 6 years. Nothing new, yet consumption is very high. The same ECG guys and their contractors who are doing the illegal. Okay, me that's a redo boy. Yeah, no assign ashe biuna ode aba. And this one says, good morning, y'all. The cost of electricity now has become outrageous. Some time ago, 50 Ghana cedis of power could give me about a month of consumption. Presently, the same amount gives me a maximum of about 11 days. As for Nanaya Jantua, the least said about her, the better. Have a great day and warmest regards. Akra Usu Ewokoforudia and Ode we de by. As Antoa ECG, Enyinamunkane, Ekose.
Na me my telephone na so achi Brian ahomete na asefem na enopen so waye adwuma pa kasa metima me ben na amutie Omanfm wase da de ebro ne medema we omse omodase ewo se ne wudi nkomo Ghana mu nkomo na afei so no ne fatimemfo ho Brian isi jinsem yi ahomete na asefem because meka ne se ECG adwumakuo no enhyehyeye ne tutuye bi wo ho a ne famu no se kwachiwa efuwo mo ebi nso fi yen Ghana fo Brian wano pay ye ko nyuma hwe nyina ye ko obekọ obi fie ne light eda so si so ne TV wadum ne kura wadum TV na plug ne da so esi so obi fan wode atutu eda so si so wodem obekọ obi fridge ene neme bi esesenka wo nim se wo kwa adwuma no pay obetimi adundum no mana ye yie no wagya ne nyina esi so anopay ene wo kwa adwuma obebe fie nwumre obeba na wo prepaid na wo to 100 cedis a wonim so using 1 week no enye 1 week FM ma wo sometimes dwumekuo bi enye omotutu ye yi a eno so chese yen Ghana fo so esese yen so ye enema bi a daachi nyina ebebo dwumekuo no etiri so so wo mo anya ade ewom se first ne nim se bia wo to like electricity no koto prepaid 100 cedis a we using base 1 month but sisi a no endru sa 1 month no endru na wo light asa which is ECG dwumekuo no ena mo wonchiri mu bi esese mo beka kire ye ana so mo video mo de adwuma na chimato aba ho esese mo bebo ya mane na cho pebi na seso mo de Ghana fo a enu ye ECG adwumekuo ne de seso mo ye na wo na wato no nso no wonim se 1 month na wato 100 cedis na enso no say na nso be using afa enti wo kwa adwuma na panas wadundum nyema nyina me gidi se prepaid no ready fast anampo se consume more te se ne wonim se bia wo TV so fridge so wo nyema nyina sisi so a ebe ready no pacho wati ase enti se nyina so ye hu se ne ebe use en light na fa me gidi se dede like se ne ye kasa nye dede asache mpo se ne ye kasa no enkonkoye sa then ECG adwumekuo no so se bibi na asi wo ho a omumra monten so meka che Ghana for ene ye tu light mu echina ye tu water bill mu ene ye tu petrol mu echina ye tu we mu asentu mu ne ya doso e wa memo we mu dudu ene obekọ na we wo soro echina beba na we aye say bibia enye stable e wo mayi mu bibia increase more enti isi je dwumeko mu fidie na ye dada obetimi aba be ka che Ghana for say ne asie ne eno ka ho bie e na ama prepaid dudu amoto no entimi sustain like and sustain month amoto ye anase first ten na monim se mu using it entimi endru san farmer mo enti Ghana fo e ne aba sisi ane de e yo ha kaka na aba bosumi ba ko bosumi mienu ntem mo maye nyina ye mfam ne bia bosumi miense chi ho kono enkoye se bio bra wo be ka sem we che Ghana fo se bia de ma beta wana Ghana ni bia no ode aba because what ba be kan no kra no mo problem amuwo mu no what ba be ka che Ghana fo nti Ghana fo atiase but yes the case am me ka bibia nkyere obi a then yesu ye to light no e na rane na rane enti TV radio ye na ye be kan ho asem because enye sa na first etie ti se nneema akɔso nti se mfumso bi wɔ hɔ a wɔn mmra mɔnten so ne Ghana for meka na yɛn so a yɛtɔ no so yɛn hu se na ebe use no okɔ adwuma a mesɛ odundum bibi a sɛ odundum ne bia na wakasa sika a wɔde tɔ light no so etimi abo
yɛn kɔ yɛn nim 2 messages. You used to invite somebody to talk about some of the issues concerning electricity consumption and how to save energy. What was your motivation for doing that? Can't the government or the ECG make arrangements to educate people on power usage? Do they see the need to do that? You ask. Ora Sylvester, sorry. My motivation na yede yesa ene se eye oman na ye nyina na ye chichire. Etorebu honom na se bibiba na ehu behia se ye ne omanfo be di ho nkomo a enye bibia na abeka se bia ECG for emeye no mo emame te se dia no pay ye nyina ye di ho nkomo se opia okania waso asiso dum no yes e wo se ECG for na ba beka but omo nkan na so yenso ye kan me gidi samfum so bi ani ho and me sure se ora Sylvester Sare san nkomo no nso unya ho mfa so bi pa. And this one says here, I disagree with your claim that crude oil prices are rising on the international market and are likely to affect pump prices in Ghana. The current president, when he was in opposition, stated that wars do not affect economies, referring to Russia-Ukraine war. Therefore, let us disregard that argument. Our fuel prices should not change. Meda sinane siama. That's your thought. And menso media and say yetum san semnua ora mahama kano brebi etwemu say Russia-Ukraine war the bomb ne yeto ha no. It was strictly propaganda and na opinion no sabre no as opposition leader na oye enyo no kwa na akabi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nso ekabi 2016 say eba ne say na world crisis Ghana nkwa na betumi affect ye na affect Cote d'Ivoire na affect Togo any other countries anti politicians wo kwan omo fa so di omo nkomo because of votes ebi na no ora mahama ye no ebre bi atwa mu na Russia-Ukraine war ewo so no baby a yegina seseye se wo mpeu crude oil na hit a world market ya edru 100 per barrel econo oye den ya fuel ne bo no ebe kosoro enti esase ya mo manfo no te ase se fuel ne bo no ebe kosoro eno nkire se ni opani ni kan ye no se na nya ama ye nka ho asem o kan ye no se ye behwe a eno ne ma sometimes ya na ye ya okruma sanse mpanimfo eno omote ha no dodo no anka no kure okwatifi ko hono nsu a no aba na afo abebusa se na hwan ne hono no His Excellency the President wiase aman so call for lectures no akoka se Russia-Ukraine war affect the African continent, including on one Kasane Ghana. But Obabe drew Ghana hands on Obusa said Russia-Ukraine war bomb on the two Ghana na and Ababe affected. And no interest Seven Smith Hano Moa, minimum free assem so. And no credit woman was here can. Near more man for no tears, yes, said. So quack or to a bar. Busa who said Nipano or to a bamano, or any pursue bay. Na dear no day bar, a bit to me about my ye, if you say, a your mind, I yet young. My near na ho ma try and penny for no dear no ya mamu no kra na ho a ye yankasa na da bia ebe ha ebi ni kokko nkomo a ekoso sabri ya ida sa ban be kwa akopɛ bosia no de abeso kokofo na sen anasa ban be na adwen se world market price na wo ho no eso no obehwa twia kokofo no ka mbeka last week na me kan ho asem ye ka say yase Cote d'Ivoire for adwiri omo de no so because aban ntimi mfa bi ma me so sana system no aye. But the penny for a normal eticrum hano because of a man your semunti. A trosh or manoma, I just say, as some walk can on one himself or bois. So, but no, I cannot man for a jet near Coto about the man, Mementana, yes, I know, woman, and no, and a mecha. And take Miniana said the message said, crude oil boar cost rona. Mammy can say, a very affected pump, now Ramahama, a Russia-Ukraine war. Say affected pump. Okay, no still a pump no affected. But now we can the actually buy was one in the paboni. Intina affected to a man for to a bentiano. No man for no sugina so moto aba editiano. Me mo man for atia say near or no a can sabreno. Say nya me gidi se sabren so and yanani asantama minti okakra.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a statement about Bibia or Chese, it to me affected young Kwane Njano. ayɛ te sɛ yɛ nyinaa yɛakɔ akɔtɔ nsu na nsuo no yɛde bae no wo sɛ wo nko a wo deɛ no ɛna ɛnyɛ wei contest ne ne sɛ yɛn yɛte ha no Ukraine war no ɛnyɛ adeɛ a ɛsɛ affected because it's 7,000 miles away. He was very emphatic on the statement ɛno akora metie sɛ adɛn na adeɛ was 7,000 miles away ɛba bɛyɛ affect yɛn ɛwɔ ha no without looking at the bigger picture.
Maybe time was 2016 no na they were claiming say we are say nneɛma ahodoɔ a ɛsi no affect Ghana and the African continent no. And comparatively because say one ma omo ye under France francophone countries no omo budget ne ade nyina kɔ France ntino mpepi no se bibi sasi aya na omo ho ha omo chen yen aka na yenye under omo no enti obehwe no na te say de na Uram ha me kana Cote d'Ivoire na ho ye kakra in terms of pump ne niam bi ho o de beko Togo na ho ye kakra enti se wo tena ha se kan se yen de na affecting ya na o the opposition na bebusa say e de ntina abeka se yen kwa na affect e ba na Cote d'Ivoire the same questions and na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebusa wo msa abre no the same questions enso so na na Mahama nso busa say Cote d'Ivoire so be omo mie no obi abo Cote d'Ivoire no abo Togo no abo countries e ben ya na ye francophone countries no no de abebusa say ada na ye de ye be can affect e na omo no de en affect on but difference and then say obi a oba the budget ne niema echo across the African continent.
Odem menum ye no akọ lawyer mo datawo and one my intensity say ele mo budget ni ya mofa aye na dwuma nyina wi ya sante ebo anko a de ose ne de no the same condition the same terms ne de amaye nyino ne de no entisa me wa santo aye yi ofe aye yi oye aye yi unko a wo de wo si enye yi then something is wrong with you. Won ade na ye kan hwe cocoa ene ade nyina any even fuel prices ne ade akoso obia wo wiase a ye nyina ye wo ho no wo ye nyina no wo save sika esem edachi ebia bibi besi meye se me follow on sika we mi de be ye say in case se bibi a meye ye nyina ye personal life no ye kwa nyina no obi no no obetumi aka kire me say cocoa price no is locked in key thrown in the sea say cocoa price na ha na begina unim say be kosoro e beba fom enti say kosoro a meye den e ba fom bebre nso a e den na meye enti you plan towards it say ade we kono and pempenso saying a cocoa do saying na meye na fra saying so you have all the people with you on the same platform who educate you on ade nyina ode. But like you said, propaganda ntino, they work in anono, esaba abe.
Yeah.
And we need to be very careful what we say about national issues. Where oil is here to be ukruma. Yan yakoto refined one ya babeton anameboa. Good. Etinka esi na anono, uye obia fatipimo to wasa edwin hwekana. Anka den na obeye. You start say enye krano me pe baby emfa bingu bosumi miensa bosumi nsia eden na meye afam enha me bebre wow sir me chairman crofo so se ade ne asomo a ba ye ntumi ti say na ye de be fafa ye ni sa plan no e ba ya na esense consumers ne ye weekend no ne epia ne de agu ye so eye ya ne epia ne de agu ye so someone should tell me why a dead body ye kwakosi should pay get fund. Say efum oko ekotua get fine ba ye lazy ye ni baby a ye beje tax afinti kakra na etua no we have to overburden them with taxes adwumayefo formal sector adwumayefo no omo emobo keke because omo na ye nya easy access ye betumi a tax omo what of the rest and no na ma ye nya sa problems nyina if there are avenues say dey be ye bibia pepe because fuel taxes are eguso. They said it. And now buy no overburden crofos with taxes our fuel. Yes, you say because you to be around the taxes into the simple avenue now any fuel.
Yeah.
And and to be no say you're doing a can and you say your projections. So I dear way enter a sir. I can forbid baby say from until that. Ochina ho. Until Ochina ho no then I will be. enye saa ye nuanom Japanese fu yi onim se baby amiti earthquake enekura ye o si dan a onim se de oye ne fa o onkola no ya kola kra ne aka che o se tikungron uni baby a obekwa akɔhye yenye eden yenim se ye problem eye se kokobo ebetumi akoso na beba form yenim se fu ho kapɛ asɛm ato ye for the past years no what have you done towards that emreko a why lucky onyakopon asan so akyɛ wo oil ni bi eti den na wo bɛyɛ me no ka say Japan about 80% of omo oil omu use no efi Arab countries in eba say ya ye close sa straight ya omu tumi for oil man no what is a Japanese for a complaining no because onim say bibi betumi esi eti why den nuclear power ho ebeboa no or other sources e wo ho no ma ebeboa no ko atomic energy flowers no mu duadua so eti yen kasa no yentumi project into the future say no ade we betumi esi we betumi ayesi eti kwan be na ebefa so aye betumi aye that na me catch you ye papa ne yenuanom a mo comedy kosa yare no say aeroplane ko ho etupo mi no wa kolebu ya kekele ya hwa ne ebeko so enti yenhwe na yenye sa ne ma no se ya o haw ne sa ne ma we no ebeba but enka yen bebre there are so many things for us ye betumi aye power ewi abogu enframa ebogu ene ye de windmill e generate power ye de ewia e generate power ye de ye ja nan kra de ye gas ye tumi de gas nso ye electricity na ne ma nyina oye ye yenyen ebi wo mu enso hwe abrabo enti nyankopon yenko independence ko ne ko ye all night na nyankopon so ma abofo no kra ba ko efre ne sen Gabriel na omra no se o me na me be solve energy eyinana.
But I said, you are home. Few messages now into us. And this one says, good morning, y'all. The ECG cannot solve the problem they are facing. Why? Because they are all part of the problem. How come a stolen meter can be sold to another person without a card, but the person can use the meter through ECG worker? The authorities must wake up, Uncle. Okay, my share Uncle Joe Ewoka Price and Oti Weber. Nanesiama says, yeah, you are truly a genius. Bless you. You refuse to fall for propaganda. Nanesiama made us say onso oneme aye adwene na yemfa we to us. Okay, I've read this. Ya kind way dada na we so ya kind dada. Okay. Niaka no ye de bebreo said me di kan kan no o man a bia ye gina say ye okay mami fa we Nana Asante has made a good point. We are in the digital age and what ECG must do is to go digital. It will facilitate the checks and balances of their services to consumers and bring the sanity between them and consumers. Yada se opening se onso o adwane ye mo a mo wo eniyare anopei se odi akọ Boachi Natural Health Center ama o maboa wa no ada ho nyankopon ase se wo nyamfa nkoye nso afakọ na wo mo emmoa onye no nko o mo wo kwan fa so sayare ahodo bebre titiri mu amopa wo no La Paz wo mo any Access Bank na ehwe animu Nemu yare ahodo nyina malaria ko na omomwa ofre 0594 994552 0594 994552 yade ani echre Cities and Habitat New Accra City Porters City Mutual Pram eho na yensa ebeka na ede na omoye wo mo boaye ameyatumi anya New Accra City a eye city foforo kra ye chichire ewon kran ha na okọ eye mutual pram a na dwumadie no ekoso ewo ho asase kama akwan ya yiyi ensuo anyinam nkanea said the environment ne tim from a efa ho mesrew join wo mo na ene wo mo ni nkomo 0555 530300 0555 530300 na ene Cities and Habitat for nso enkomodie no entimi enkoso ba bia ye de ani kire abusua na yetumi akoto enema hodo a ebeboa ma ye nipadua no enya na hoden titiriw eye nuaba ene ni nuanom a ye de gu nipadua no mu ema ya hoden boost immune system. Lazarus Logistics womo ena ede organic pomegranate juice abedwa so enya no nko womo ewo nuane nura ahodo ya se okom shops ahodo no na okọ na wanya bi anto a ebe menwanwa no kureni se wo hwe seeds ahodo se de ya twetwemu nsuo ya ubenya o fiber ubenya o protein ubenya omega 3 na tumi aboa ma nipadua na akosoro no a ne obeya na se wo se wo frɛ na omutumi eboa wo frɛ 0240 102419 0240 102419 0240 102419 na wodi wani kyerɛ abruchira bagana kwabenya unsa ebeka bi Cactus Life Organic Shop Madina ehonso unsa ebeka bi So Health and Wellness Center or Hiniba Center hokwa unsa ebeka bi Little George Health Shop ye wotema Comty 5 any PV or being roundabout ena eben honso okwa unsa ebeka bi ko na koje eye organic pomegranate juice ana say fruit juice eye force pomegranate juice sense so seeds any nuts ya twetwemu nsuo te say flat seeds afi cold milk seeds sunflower pumpkin seeds any ne yekeka ho no frɛ na yentumi eme supply bi emfa ema enra na eye World Women's Day na Ghana yenso ye celebrate ye yempanimfo dodo no ana de o ma no asem eba betu dwa wo hwɛ babi a yegina sesei na wo hwɛ ye ma ye ne omo ewo Ghana ha politicians eba obehu ano na ya promise say nyame ya adom na me ba bedu a this percentage of ma memu a me bebu no me de ebema ema ade ba ko a NDC aban yi edi si nani so pa ba ko a oye na adwen so obeye no de ye campaign eye Women's Bank ye ka say yente ho hwe ade ba ko mo ka ho asem so mo ye ho adwuma sanitary parts a ye be che edi ama manketwa nti ya ye nya kire se vice president krade o de bi nso ema mpanimfo ho nkomo na ye ba be di na wo hwe sika ewom na wo hwe ebra ye nuanom ma no ebre eni sika ewo ne ye ka ho asem yi mu eni bosha ye share wo mu a ye ntumi eni so a na ho behia se ye ne ye nuanom ma dodo no ano ebedi enkomo. You are on top regards to the crew also twesi ma ye na wase titokua peme ho etesei boko ye chia enso ewo Ablikuma West wonso ma ye na wase. Thanks for giving listeners an objective view of our electricity problem. I hope discerning minds will take a cue from this and personally manage their usage wisely. Ma ye na wase Eric yedase sano pe wonso wa journey na okay ma yemfa we insi na fi yento aso na na asante yenku anim kakra na nsepawra yenku anim
yeah share with international women okay but I think say yemmo man nyina no abaso fi say obaye nipadua na say esusun kokora ewa abodie mu a abye bia wo de be hye ne nsa no say wo de hye ne nsa yi na inclination bi aka ho a da otimi ye ema no multiply na de munyam hye benti yemmo ema abaso but ye nhwe kwan efa so a ye bema ema nso adimu enra PMP or whatever general secretary sending me statement via na wo mu issue concerning International Women's Day na some mo kan nyina say political shows ekoso ewo radio ni TV so I believe say wo hu bia kenkan ye makwan na ema nso emfa won mu ehu enhye mu o say okay PMP demand 30% representation of women in media political programs. Enti as I say ye share man crying na a man so dum pempen so bi afi say remember drew said ye be na ye chichire o man na ye chichire ye mpotemu no nimdie ni na timi akansi na timi aboa ama ye timi achieve bibi but ye di san komo no na ho akwa ko hia ma se enyina so awodro ne nsu awodro a ebeboa ma ema etimeduru sampempeso no esese ehwe ne ka wasem ebi ti se aban ba ye enu a na mehwe se ema ekasa ye nyina no be appeal to government ne se enyina so ba ko be ma ye ma ewo krom ha agina ko ba krom ha ma ema dodo na no na ebodua enti anamo bi aban betu ene bohye bi obehye ma se beboa ma ema eni suade ho betimi edu ba bi ewiase na pese omuduru no ense se aban de toto na se aban yi ba pe no ko hia ma nyina no ka kire ma se aban no wo sa abre no wonwe mo ho etime ba se oba wo toto kokko se wa wo chikelewele anase wo a onu amo anwa mo de kwachi wa oton kusua eni adwadie bi oba wudi bia no ena wo kose wo ne mema akakopre bosia e wo sika kra bia hodro ho a wo be fa ne difficult se wo nsa be ka enti me ba be establish bank a eno de eye manko a enti emfa ho ne dwa bia wudi se wo yo banko a de wo pe bosia bia ya adwuma wo ko ho no man tempa no wo nsa e be ka no de aba adwuma aban no ba ye no na eno hu ihia no besi na me no kasai yente ho hwe hu se sa bohye no ohye ye na o ka so be ye ntama memma ntie mantie ntu abama no oba wa ye ho hwe oba ye wonya ho hwe na mo dia be favor ono aban ne ntentem so ne dia wa ye ne ntentem danse de obeye na amiti promise ana se bohye wo de memma no ho de daya duka daya onko ho kura ye etie no na was expecting government ene ma kuku damewa aban mu nyina se wo mun kanche aban ne se aban wa hye ma abo enyina so ba ko a ne mmode bo ba ko aban betimi abo na dia hye ma anamontom kena ene bo hye ye hye ma se ye ba ye be mo bank no mo dia adwuma but mante wo hwe se ye pese ye hu ma se de e ma nyina bo mmodin se o meduru ni dia esese ye nyina ye famu die titru ene aban e ba bo hye wo hye ma o ka se oba appointment obeye 30% ebe kodi ama ema ba ya no se mi no be ya adwen se ankoso anya adwuma enti aban we pese na abreso ye hye man kran a ede e no no aban we ye ede aboa ema na say ni so adu ye nyina e pese hu se o ema ye no we nua no ma no ye yire no ema ye no mo tie mpotemu ema ye no mo kwa asore ema ye no mo adwuma mu nyina no etimi arise adu ba bi a ye nyina ye kan ye betuma kan ya aban we oni hunim oni nhihye bia so de be boy ma oni bi
o che sanitary pad masa
baya sanitary pad asemi last year budget o mutwaye ene this year budget a o mode ema baya onim se ebetuma bi sanitary pad mini company ebetuma producer onim se se ebetuma bi me aka nanso ye kwa akokra na ye de aba na kra na ye kra ba kra na ye tam sika poduo e de akokko hye company amana ye kra no de ye de ba no sa wo de tutu de ye tonton no e wo shops ahodo kra na eno bo kra san e din e se de ye to that is the fact ne bo din wo kra ni ama fi shop na me ko akokko hye company amana ya company na o ya ama me nduduo mu no me de ba bonten a de me ba beto abonten kura ne bo den se de me kwa kwhye enti enye job for the boys eye sikadie kwan ye fa so a ye you see baby a ye ko no se wo man no pese ye koye nim o man no dua baby a gina ba nyina pese egina ne dia enya me bo no esi chai chidi ne ye de se fata ne timi bo a se yakoto sanitary pad na president gina no ato sanitary pad akoso no aso meanwhile budget no so kra betimi I establish a whole company a you to betimi nya modwuma ye na timi aboa na nti afi bia betam sika ye betam sika ne de akwa hye ne akoto ne de aba ne abeche na asa ne asa tam sika ebe ye nti de anwimde na ade nsu ye be pa na wait chese yentu anamo ebedidi ho yentu anamo ebe fiafia ho no enu so mboma yesi ade bia. But meanwhile, we can sit down. You bet me plan. Sasika we sabusinya kwa ne yakwa kobo. Ne you okay. You 16 regions. So calculate 4 years. Aban budget or the top pad no. O calculate ni sa 4 years and 8 years. She's got do Say sika no yentimi mfa nsi be 2-3 companies a baako bia o northern region baako bia o Ashanti region na baako nso bia ana ebetimi aboa na so ne bo nkra ba bom ana ye betimi aye na de na aka ye
Oman
eti abawo ya na motuo bia de unless say bia the days na aka wa anim na bia abawo betimi convince me say wodwe ma ho oyobi a opese ma na aban no hyehye no eboa ma na nya sa pa dia aya me hu he
bra se na na Asante anko anim
celebrating our women yeah, an International Women's Day idea we need to so we call Bible Mokrana especially Proverbs chapter 31 from 10 to 31 okay, and the 25 says she's clothed herself with strength and dignity and she loves her way in the days ahead Emma ABB Sonko apart from being our mothers, you know, and a year a day a year din a juma omu ye a year din so be shabo frabo benyi ne ade ni nyina a year din na me mumu de me pese mi misa say e man na kasa no e den no mu ye e de bo mu e man no say ukọ market ha ne lodi abai we bia essence when education obi okro we education but when your opportunity ye loading is a donkey na ne yonko ba ne di nachi se obi titi obi a most often na eyema ana ye ne yonko oba eti se anka omo ye eyi a omo ankasa pese emema ni push omo a omo mum ne bedi kan because they have the numbers oba to say ema ye esi akan eye sports ne ade da benda na what to say obabi or parliament speaking on behalf of women in sports ye nuanom celebrities obeti se obi kasa pe na blasters mema ne de omo ankasa nuanom e ma black queens no $100 millions enko when you see all social media and near ma ye nuanom ma na eye ewo ho no is it worth celebrating? So, it's me momu there. Before said they should look within, because the vice president ayoba, your ma lawyers a kuku down, a war in nimdie bebre a krumano. When they decide to speak, people will listen. And na enya kurano, omunyina our mema. Nidi mo omodo machi ufi. E be mensu ne kura tumi wo fie mi. Say ya mami Lordina be catch President Mahama say ora me pacho wo me yoba oka women's banking me sra bibiri na ebi almost speech na mami na kasa bie na no akase I think my husband is delaying establishing the women's bank because I'm also a woman ujidi so kofia e den e besi e be pushing but she's quiet no edin ame na me koka dan vice president edin ame na me koka dan so oba bi ko e ma kudwa e ko peso je omo tehwe ya ebi ewuye no wanti de onyon ba e ka kire omo
o se de
o se nya me pe na omo
yeah
o ana
yeah
yes
o se independence ya pe na ewu na nya ko
nya me ne pe wo hu enti niam ni bebre ho no ma ye nua no ma no betumi a change because they have the power they have the means a betumi de aye a omo pushi enya ye beko na ye mema no obi ye bibi event ni ade a no the ma fefe to na mema di akira mo so na mo ho ofe yi ada na mo use the same beauty to do it. Esther used it. Esther in the Bible used the beauty in a way a changing the lives of her people. Ada na yen use that beauty no and sisa na mo mu ye de negative things anka beboa society ni nyina because like yeah, papa agree kind. When you educate a man, you educate an individual. But a woman, you educate a whole society. It's in kenim dia mwenyano. I say no kamu pushi edeko. Tell me, would your baba kwa wasobu se me women in sports masomwa the bia meko bia meka ho asem. No. Anyhow. Sa obi asori say kaya yofui.
Ba kwa na oye ho ade ye Frida Prempe.
Yo.
so obekaya yeah the honorable Frida Prempe
yes one baako a ebia nkakaya yefuyi waso musebia no enya hade se omowo obi omo obetumi asua adepam obi obetumi ayese kwan be na ye fa so a ye de bom wo pese okọ marketer okọ use unity no so ngina ba bia owo so ahụ enso no wonim ye nuano ma ya etonton ye ma wodwa so no mo amahihye nails na mo se munye yi no bebre no mo ba marketer me ya sante ebo me say omo pa omo fan kokot me prove o market wa tro mo ba yire kra yesense o market ne dia mo makofi kontobere ye twitwa mam no dia kofi etu be ma no ofie na afo se me yire na yesense oboa na wo hwe nails ye di twa banche no ye wo market ya e ma na wo mbo mu no na the trick ni o ka se otwitwa wo da wan to bagu fi na no de pepa kontobere nsu no twitwa de ama wa kofi it is a very be ye na be ja nails na wo de aya e be boa it is time we sit up Nijidi say ye nuano man have the power. I'll bet you change the status quo.
What's your take on government sanitary pass? Watch the man. Sir, is good.
O de anopa ayeti ha. Adia eye tabu. Me dabamu. Me hu bida. Say me nua bi. Do omu nyina omu nyese me bi krama ese me pani. Say bia nidie mu awuchi mama mi ko hu. Eye tabu so te ase ye won ma ye mfa obi culture emetoto ye de ho eye ade a ye mboso so na nopa na ye nyina sanitary pad is the president ekura etoto. Can you believe this? Enti bibi enu ono ma ye betumi aye wonye no ena na sempewura kan onim ebia omo ebre omo nibi eti ebetumi set up cottage industry bia na say industry bia ebetumi produce at a lesser cost e dia mo me kasem we de bia ni so time la ladies eye martin nipa no hweso o say e ma ni bi o ma pon no sikanim bo ma bo no sikanim o ma pon na bayo oye ni kofie no na otete ho adanya na men sister maso oni sika de kotopa eti papa ne kodem na wakowia na yiri de ahye ne botom ana ode ayenwa na ode abre abayo. They need it, but there is a way to go around it, not by making it public spectacle be to say as a bibiama. No, I don't support that. Main kaso omu here, but there is a way to go around it. Etini our ministry for gender and women and children said their friend biano. Adena on the quiet yenye no muntumi nye adewe na ya babe gino anopa ye be didi no ana oba na chima ene ya cha ne pad ene ye we so efi he we so ya ka wan ye be sre. There are other things that we need to talk about, so many things here yen
che esika na e cost ade enum no over 200 million Ghana cedis no
200 million o de ebisa omo aye tissue companies and say ahin no mudi be companies asem ni nyina no ena na semperaka
it's almost 300. It's about 292.4 million Ghana cedis.
Oh, call ako import ena wo de aba so when importing pokra na definitely on be importing aha on konkoto ahade obeto ahade no kra na bbc. So why are we doing
are we serious as a country? So here say we in production just a few machines now what to me I establish be now o produce impossible say secondary schools and GHS for na yede ma omo a you bet to me even in some prison for crab to me ayebi I am a factory ni bi amom na ye tisika akwakoto with our leaders. Are we serious?
Ebi ne de ne ye kafa koko ene oil ho asem Can just think about the future. Say, other way cannot continue like this. So what do we have to do? In the short term, this is the plan. The mid term, this is the plan. Then, no say by ABI 4 years time. No, and not like you saying, a way here adie kukukubi. And even at all, there are local companies that produces animal. Adena won't show more can say winning. I will support you with this. All I want you to do is supply wenum adewe through the Ministry of Gender and as a Ministry of Education. Gender in because enyo obia na wo school a ebia wo behia. In any case, yembisa wo mesre mi bisa. Ene ne ye wo ba a ye behwe ne wo fie. Eden na esi. Ni nyina ne se ohia. So if we admit parents cannot provide sanitary pad for their girls, it means poverty is on the extreme. That's all. Get the woman or the man a job and let her take care of the little girl. And ya wo de no no. Wo de ne so be ma na nya adwuma aye. Se nipa ne ya adwuma ade no ntumi to ma ne ba. Na wo ese aban no na wo beto say ade wi. It means poverty no extreme. Eti no bi ntumi to just sanitary pad and maneba. Oni hweye. We hide behind so many things with the excuses say, oh, obi ono ma own to me. Adentina own to me. Oni adwuma ye.
Now it seems to say by in so I say yeah who Omanfm no ye din wo ho, especially parliament whereby ye betumi akasa, because apart from say the airboa no ye be a factory na no crown so beboa for unemployment same year e wo krum ha say. In fact nyankopon adaroma we kra de ye hu ne say market no ho demand ne very high. See ye na ban say ebia yem produce na yem fama ewo even yen kati 90% of market ewo krum no na yem fama and turn just about 10% aban de no kakra bi kura and kebetumi reduce unemployment ewo krum ha. But as a buyer no obia ye hu din na ampani no amu asi abonten na ye to sanitary pad no kosro with over 290 something million Ghana cedis near the cra for 1 year. Yeah, politicians you omo boy na asante.
Sir, every by Memichia Honorable Sam George and LGBT, you cannot impose this thing on us. USA say Trump by with him. Obi agin and Crawford taxing. Na yedi akoto condom. E de brains and pebra. E catch and so on condom said the oko will be.
Da be no mo brain bi.
O sort of condom. And on to be on to what to be there.
I don't know anything intimidate me.
Asante boy asema okakofa de abrami. Menim se wodi machi akọ drugstore bi ana se odi makote mapot mama ko condom
I drop any big sorry bi kire mo say those years in school e woman you say boys bi akobo obi gala so mo kaya sa ade boys mi ansa no goodies answer money ni bi na do time I from nyina ba bi gina ho na akwara no be ka so afa ya funu de from nyina bi gina ho na ikwara mi ansa di we de ho na de ye de be share no Ebuja say oh if I hand a fee if fans was me choco as you know say oh if I hand a fee on so akabro no for as you know say I could know hand as was easily gone as you know say wa easily gone you know
oh
ni nyina account say obi agigi ni kromo for tax yamfa said danida dance in Scandinavian countries because of the way our lifestyle you come in abomu o come in abomu in Ghana population no wajeje kakra or the brew na febo awo some the koto sanitary pad me the koto condom but o de wa kasa obi na kai was listen to yourself if what you are saying is good for you. I mean, why do we have to do this? The point is very simple. Onipa na wofu ne adwuma ye nti eno mo entumi nto mo munye adwuma nye no mo hwe omoma tiawa enye wadwuma
e dia de bema na dia asante dia de bema ye campaign na obeka se ye beto sanitary pad na ya giadi na ya giatum na ya to abama nipa no dia ya
no kwasem ye mu bebre no ya dwen wo fo oh yeah ye mu bebre hwe wonim
I do for no I don't have go can say ya junior say ya unity say the nipa no
hwe wonim enra enenansa mitie network bi America for we almost 2 Republicans and now 2 Trump supporters almost be so many award no now the quality of almost argument it's amazing we don't look for a Ghana answer. We look for MPP or NDC.
Some of us shouldn't think like NDC, MPP answers.
And should be a lesson to Yenina. Say, Hohoi decided that no, let's vote for Amewu and see what happens. You there Hohoi streets, any street lighting. It means people are taking you for granted. How do you tell me, say, Obinchi Okada? And Oba on your
Oba and so legalize Okada.
Yes, because of course, we should be some position be a debut to me manipulative. So, it's a way enlightened. Or custom now, you discern on that before you make a statement. And I say, but they play on our emotional intelligence. Say, Ebia, ye weak, ye very emotional, ye won't see a cacrebia near ye vulnerable. I had to say, one man church is ibinum. Ye bonum na was sasa now to collection to say the utini on. So, because a Nigerian woman who is can refuse a lot for crowd, the account now they too. Tisana omoye it is time we sit up because me ade we no nipa no wawo ne ba wawo bankwa de onim se ohwe ne ba no niema bi ono ma eye constitutional right to say free basic education ni ade if you say ye ba nyina no ye hia such manpower enti wo ya obetumi de abofra no be ko obenya trade and vocation bi se de be boa no ne daachi eno wo ho. But say who baba bedu say ese me kokoto pad na mpacho say next time no me so meto bra obi so be kwa say bia gin string go say whatever string go say music string go say no yankoto bi so femra why are we doing this emre ko on the quiet no obetumi ama companies wa mom subsidy bi say bia say de ne bo beba from na nipa ni betumi ato Obeka said na say no anoye ni debi when the okukuru ska no de akoto just because a campaign promise and meye e de amom. For how long can you continue doing this? And that ben in betumi aya ade wi emiraso nipa no wa adwuma ya wo to hwe oye adwuma oje tax ye adwuma enema bebreko ye or how ni nyina efi so hwe ye solving someone road kwan koye kofodia manfi kofodia so I starting minutes say me we ya so
soon kofodia
oh they don't go there so just say and ye solve problem we ya o chena for paganity you won and I am be so anya bia no then ye what sort of adan ye mi say oka ema wo parliament enti obabia ye din wo parliament ho entu bi nka say oh there be entisa ye fa kwan we so betumi aboa ye nuano ma no they are all quiet both sides ni nyina adan.
A few messages na yentoa so I once witnessed the killing of pigs. Come on Edino Anopano and Ora Solomon Creed in a message about I always feel sad anytime I remember. They are all put in a room, open a small hole. Any of them that tries to come through that is hit hard with until it becomes unconscious and then beheaded. A clueless way of treating animals. Solomon Kwe and Odi Weba Yena Wase Nana Boatin Ohio US of A. I just want to ask, distribution of sanitary pads to women by the government, which serious country will do this? Is it what the women in Ghana need to progress? You ask. Near Omode campaign no Omanfm no so toma omunti. Omugusua campaign promise no. Omo AD so Ghanaians should know that recruiting people into the security services is not a job creation. It is topping personnel in the security services. When John Mahama should stop telling us he has created jobs. Job creation is where new companies and factories are newly New companies and factories are built to recruit people. YAB, NDC, MPP has nothing to offer Ghanaians. The base will surely come to save Ghana. The base Ghana first, you added. Charles Ewokaswa and Odiwe Bama Yena was say happy belated one in Koma runs for Tete, former GJ president, MD, former editor of Graphic Communication Group. He celebrated that was last Saturday. Godwin. Godwin of La Paz, your daughter Yvonne and entire family celebrate you, Openi Nyankopon and Shrao. And this one says so far, this is a misplaced priority. Who are the recipient of these parts? I am not sure it gets to the communities where girls go through the practice of sex for sanitary pad. Put in policies that will make the part cheaper at all the time. As for our women in parliament, the least said about them, the better. Eric Ena Ediwe. But Eric said, "Americano, yama de enyefu. Oh, yeah, the producer han ankayefu. Nanka bibia aye kama. God richly bless you. You've asked the right question. Are we serious as a country? We are not. Pasolo ewo the work yapim ena Ediwe. But I've had observation about the approval of parts by the majority in parliament. I can assure you that the importation of parts has been given to a particular foundation despite the fact that manufacturing locally is cheaper. Time will tell. Benjamin Bosompra ena Ediwe by opening there say when it here obeso say job for the boys. Ya to about we said the biana mekana ba no nya to the mama mpani wie na also afenanum no so awie a ne aka eye ekwan obefa so obebu man na so the oye no entia constitution no nko ade a eno anso okọ nanim saa ne 4 years ene obetwa ya besa
gold board any gold ya yes ya kotono ya sa kotono eboyi a wo
sami ja fia so oni edin komo kakra say we ase no niam no ama say niam aye basanti gold ni nyina no e be affect no na ye hu say Ibrahim so akoto plane fufuro no Omanfm na so we enye fufuro order ya che say plane ye nton ti say de ka akoya no akofa. So, but I didn't song for propaganda because Omo Kombe, Danka, those days near Gabi as I watched it. Aquaco as I watched it, Aquaco plane.
As I say, we be made to believe, sir, Ghana Sikania, the Bayans and one coin, the Debeka coin in our kind of rata.
As I know, Moka.
And she says, Yanchina, Mani, and Jessica. If a matter almost as a beer, Sikano crisis, here two for more baby, and the Asher. It's a sea, and then Banya Nuko Johnny, two propaganda. They got 32, almost 31 billion. Ora for Nisikana 21 billion.
21 billion. Atra no crazy. Afena
21 billion.
Attorney General so no calculation no okuja to calculation.
I say a bare bone evidence. That say he nim ayede court. Can you believe that? And people sit out there. What can we when you know who? And then he's a minister. Ireland will say, well, yes, we try and throw as a politician, we go prison. Well, let's sit up. Yes, sir. Senior number yes, how? Where no Obeka Sebia, Yenu base for Obeka Sebia, Yen person be ye. Where a nipa now the base MPP, a Ghana fuya. Yesu any ye pine and they determine ye situation ye womb. Well, we should just come out and accept say your problem. Kwanya ye faso ye be solve a problem nini. Asa na where ye way, may ye way, and na near ma and who nya and a ye drum who ewu krumano. She would near ewu. Adenya 3 major hospitals say omuni bed nipa natural and kwa. Minister of Health or tiho. And father who
and nano na Kofi Badu busa say no bed na ye kano. E say capacity no e na ye ma. Hospital bia ododo afa.
Yes.
So honte bia ye de no call kekele no e ho aye ma. And ye friend say mpani ho na say space wo ho ɛna empa na eni ho between the two no ɛhe na ya na yegina
ade ni nyina ne sɛ hospital bia no enim sɛ emergency ana bibi betumi asi it at any point ɛsɛ munya room for such things untumi nka nkyerɛ me sɛ ɛyɛ medical doctor na sɛ bibia ɛna yedu hɔ ɛna yɛka sɛ ebia honorable way ɛna ayese nkɔmɛka kyerɛ sɛ impedi hɔ no way entiade na sɛ basa 3 major hospitals ayɛ ma to the extent sɛ nipa baako yentumi mfa ne entwa in saving a life anaso so yenye we na whilst we call for ebia backup see de ne beko baby no something is wrong and someone should be paying for that hwe wonim ade e ma abrofo no koso no eye say or accepting responsibility say me gitum say bia enye me directly and I ma esiye na mumu no eye ma said say mehwe sade we besi ensi ni de I take full responsibility. Eni ho no mosa. People awase na inform no. Omo ne ba koye ne de omo agigi. It is wrong. Ma ye nyasa.
Ye koye ni mu no as I see a change in orientation. Efa amanyofo ene amanyosem ho. Se pese develop o man we yi pa. To na bi wo ho no mo a obi wo ya NDC ni ono anim sa asem a ne leader na ka no enye no kre enso because we NDC ni nto obefa obi onim so ya MPP ono anim sa asem a ne leader na ka no enye no kre but because say ne leader aka nti no ese say oto sa line no wono mo a wo mo etimi switch kakra eye MPP fo and sometimes obe switch kakra obe kana adwen but within NDC we ya hwan ade no nye ono ani tuasa ade ya opani ka kire se ode ba bebu o mai enye on timi kura enye but ye beji adi
eno bi ka bi cham
se gina so ato aba
Côte d'Ivoire yati koko sinam se Côte d'Ivoire mi di mi koko akomo mi di koko akoma Côte d'Ivoire ni bi so nto
o si di entina no kan sa akire o
se che se yati so ayati hoso wow ena mi se mi di koko akoma Côte d'Ivoire exactly ni nyina eye media
and again and asante information say ye din komo no it shouldn't be say information keke as say a deliver results
exactly
so at the end of the day no komo ni nyina akọ na wi say a deliver results results na eye papa so but tem bia na ye hwe information na ba no results ni di akire na eye papa no yentamfa ya ni nkoho enti ubenya centro ni ono anim sase ma woka na tropa na odi na ne hu fifire
yeah say aya akohwe ni phone so de call onyan ene se momo bi esu onim aya ye programs ne adea baby phone omo free expert and obi okra na he belongs to a political party but or right in so be expressing a personal opinion about issues yen de ya mo yen na share box bi so when you come out to crass who make you point to cry now they force it's against my party but like you said about the MPP need to meet jina ka chance ade am crofo ye we no enye but when the other side no eya entisa until say media no e take stand na ya say anytime no we may switch towards our bias but no kreno say na eti near be educated populace about it then we continue to be in this situation because when you say president for time yeah Ministry of Information no yeah the orientation account because of sanya maniema we said ye be ya ye betumi inform public no ye betumi ama omo ehu say ade a me koto aba wo say ni say enete we the entisa parliament ade ba ho no ma once I belong to this party end of story say yo and you sanity and so time omo yes so mu impeach Trump some time ago Republicans didn't be supporting
yeah
it won't happen why because I belong here unye zombie
zombie ni yede ya
oh zombie they say I say infected nipa bia or no why so okono aso ye zim no ko there be nya sanity apologies to Fela or the born. So intimrasu say yebe discerning about issues na yebe kan yadwen enya tem didie we may disagree but it should be in the national interest that will help us.
Okay. And she ever die for your commercial break. Ora mu data kwaba.
Yeah, me nua na what to say.
Me hoye ade achi. Na nso ai.
Na me so no ko.
Ja dwen Ghana ho.
Me ba na mitie mu. Ma me fa akonya na me nchia ya tie for nyinara na ye na nyame asese. Ele nso ye da so etinkwam. Na fi ye na say Ghana 69 years. Na still no ba bia Ghana gina no na ejina na yintimi sheda nya bibia eye quantum leap economic quantum leap be menka ya sabre no enka oku Kumasi within 3 hours you should be in Kumasi ye kwan no eye papa ana odi train bullet train ko Takrade odi bi ko Honi Valley odi bi ko Tambale Boliga Nisanima Winina after 69 years no nessa still no yetihana ye ka sanitary part wasem ye ka cocoa pricing wasem ye ka the oil price hikes are betumi ama impact negatively the economy of Ghana ya na very ridiculous na mo can be about celebrating the woman say you can say you're celebrating women. I think say we have to also add the girl child. Akora ketwa no sebi oyo oba no ya obenyini afa your system no mu educational system no mu abeye pani no. E dey be opportunities and the wo ho emma sa emofra enketwa no. Is it about giving them sanitation parts? An answer is about creating enabling environment for more development and building ambition, building brand for them. Now, womo abeye ni particular where ya uko the US ni other parts of the developed countries now. Emma ye pilots, Emma ayejma wa NASA, omuko mu. What I say, omuye niema kesia. Yeah, say idea ka obefo se be man na say oye na oba mom na ye in charge. You have CEOs. What I say, apart from parliamentarians and we have big CEOs. Yeah, omu ye niema bringing innovations, creativity, AI by gene, AI by omu taking lead in the innovations and creativity. The question therefore is into your mind. Yeah, your way. The only way you feel say between the abua, your mama no, any day you na. Na aya na person me so busa me question say and then you can say ma oh see they should look inward near ye member na ye ni ye tifie no. Say na ye treaty wo mo. That's the question. Say na ye hu ema. Say na ye hu ye mama. Say be owo enter for kra be na bako your ba na bako ye be ma. And there be opportunities as a father and I will create more omumienu. Do we focus on the male development or we focus on urbano or we focus on both? But I think leadership in this country, are failing significantly. And Bibia also be cancer misplaced priorities. Yeah. I say, and never be na ya. So damn yeah concert. So leader of a country now who join out to Saduma way now. Yeah. And then madam will be catching me. So say let we were discussing the independence and also Kwaku yes. Also payem fa all campaigns for Kwame Nkrumah no time BC and there. Obi obeye pedo Ghana bia no ojina stage so osa. Obi asa. Na yesa sisi de ben we no obi esa. Yenka policies. Yenka they addressing issues. Yeah, the development be there. Yeah, this is one of our woes of the quatrons. Say bibia ye be Ghana bia no is party manifesto etc. And between the two parties, no, way bad, that will be blame way. You know, or just any was what you want to me and yet we I say was want to me and yet MP about the same thing, and this is about the same thing. Now you we don't quantum leap economically. Oh, and if you take the 69 years na to see us between Konongo na how baby na se edua kura busi ekwan a nkra kwan edua busi mu a se metwa you can't go to Kumasi. Nenti economy na you see develop no ya trade movement of goods and services. The second major city in the country is Kumasi. Abakra. Nessa edua busi kwan ya nessa yentimi entrade nessa yentimi move enipa ebom nko ye adwuma enko ma na ye koye anase ye bae. What you say from Kaswa to Medina ha utranye ye na bo between 7:30 and 8 it may take 4 hours to get here. Assume so take Kaswa now or so back against the news anopa. How do you get here? And these are enema was here to a ho na country no yesu na parliament etrasi na individuals you see NGOs you see the think tanks you see way you trust people say e ho say you fire transport sector kra na you failure na you failure after 69 years you fire health services for the health sector na tra na ko kwalebu most of them say the no bed syndrome nti bi kra die no bed syndrome nti bi dawo na the health sector for your educational sector you producing profile through the STEM vets any free HSS you created the human capital University of Ghana and numerous students when they finish school they can find jobs yes we want to celebrate them but leadership must sit down and think. Say, is it the duty of government to distribute the because it's shameful. Okay, to do that, is it the duty of government to import such, or the private sector must be given the opportunity to do so? And if the private sector is doing so, let's open here electricity. The cost of electricity, and when you take out Bui Dam and you take a cost of more common chroma building here now, where do we stand as Ghana? Whereas we have solar. Now you were saying it. Uber Blue Holland, let's say we call Schiphol Airport, let's say plane landing in the morning. Let's say 2 and here. Who's a turban, see ho, ya omodi wind the airborne. And I said, who call Buffalo in the US, and I said the Chesapeake Bay Area. Who said it's your Bay, a generate a ye Edima. And from a neighbor, away, yow. And we are neighbor kutuku, away. And at the account, so everybody produces it in the morning, sometimes in the evening. And also, and you and so you opumua, ye tiha. Ye di kakra, ye want to ye di import to finished products, consumables. And ye di free a honey, the bah. Yeah, sometimes when the discussions are going on now. Now, as a kasa, no, very emotional because of the patriotic spirit that is in me. Ya can win say, but me you to within us. A war in Middle East. Not that straight off, be referring something. Yes. Ya blocked until there's no flow of fuel. Now ya tihana jubilee. Onyamia mayen. Quality fuel, oil, ever form her in the middle of our seas, buried in our waters. Yamne ever ho. Na yedi say we charge say and to question your Middle East. Yes, all countries will be affected because we have an international community there. Now, so the impact. The question is the impact. The degree and the index of impact on the economy, and then I am panicking. And notice yesterday and then Friday or Saturday we were discussing this. Ghana, you a national strategy, a national development strategy. Say this is the oil that we have, this is the sector that we have. How do we develop it going forward? Do we have a storage? Yes, the say eba bit me take here for 6 months. US where oil pow, but storage. Gold, storage, BBI was storage. And even your businesses, your operations, you say the S level, the strategic level. What me store BB? Yeah, time be at the end cough on it through S, but then you refill it. Through S, but then you refill it. Ghana, apart from reserves, I had a friend, a lawyer, doctor here, me say lawyer, economist, me referring this year. Don't fail. You say no, cancer reserve. A bit better take 2 weeks. A bit better. Sikadia 2 weeks. Say this. Have you thought about fuel? Have you thought about say you see what has a customer dam be a toner? A dear ben ye beye say bui dam obi ko blastina a dear ben ye beye going forward. Kwame Nkrumah has this deep and forward-looking development plan until setting up atomic energy. Yanke be reactors, ye be we, ye the best supplement here near gas a year 2 or Primo Jubilee House. No say gas no, you're too good. You're burning the keke. And we can use this gas for purposes. Oh, into your penny buy an on the casa. Ye the body be away, ye the tomato be away, ye the katia be away, ye the rubber be away, ye decide all the resources in the world country, ye the be away, no. Ya intie. Enti bibi kakra bi na ebe vibrate ewo baby some other part of the world na yet any impact. Because when you made be at the center of the earth for nothing, and unti now you use the word propaganda. Oh, propaganda, man, for you cannot use propaganda to rule a country in reality. You cannot do that. Sa propaganda nti o pese wo ru o de kekansem and throwing no credit fifem na fe when you win near the baton no share wo samu a na fe we are panicking. This is not MPP NDC at this time. Yeah. It's about Ghana. Yeah. What do we take our country? Baby you do know you be 70 years. Soon very soon you be 10 to 75 years. Another jubilee year. Nanti aka 1 year onyankopon kra hihye ye mu no nka aka 1 year na ebewu. Na country ni bewu. Because it's 70, or 20, or 3 scores. 3 scores and a 10 and decade. What I say, next year, Ghana did 70 years. Yako pension for 10 years. Yeah. 69 years, yaw. And America say, look at our airport. Share your pioneer, your namha. Where your schools are your work. Go ahead. Share your banking system. What I say. And the BR ye call round. And to say betra na ye put ye home. Okay, say tete kwashi odi koko buy no. Okay, say koko ni enu ane keke ni efa beans ni kwa na. Giving Jane AI, giving baby a wiase ko to say where artificial intelligence ababebrebe ya kay mabuni betimi awram. The young people betimi awram ye mamba yi betimi a kire omo ade creativity. I don't have me idea here. Me say youth leadership and development, because at the end of the day, your testimony of as for University of Ghana to sociology, history, archaeology. This are my for me. I believe say, and yes, subject about university here. University gives you a universal education, or show how to solve problems, or show how to identify problems and apply solutions to those things. Now, the be a beboa society, a beboa community, a beboa family, and a beboa self and country. And Nunti, say the Edumra, and now you're celebrating a ma, you're double, you know, a ma, why are there? I see behind every successful man is a great woman. It's a great woman. Oh. Well, I'm not going to look at the negative part, the downfall of every man, but the most important thing is they are our partners in development.
Exactly.
They are our partners in development. Yeah, women are partners in development. They have brain. All that we need to do is creating the enabling environment, give them the opportunity to hone their talent and skills. And I make us when we give them, who call NASA, who call Houston, now call NASA. The be we as a scientist I can see a cuckoo down for what most of my ladies some nam from MIT, from California Tech, from Wake Tech, from Harvard, from Carnegie Mellon ye research detail into niema pa remember we are eto anamonyo. Yeah, because when I was in the States I was working for PPJ Industries
Kana fesi mame
my boss na me dinner chino. Yeah, who made me who I am today when it comes to strategy, you know. Near Gretchen or your bar, Gretchen, Dr. Gretchen. Now, by 5 a.m., not our Jumem, but our crew anymore by 5 a.m., no our Jumem. It's me, your Juma sa. A bought 1 o'clock, then you could bring the food. Near your Didi. It's me, your Juma sometimes when we have a lot of jobs to do, and a Juma power say, it be 11 and you and aju na e da so ho but so keep onim say ya onyem no the water no e break your office because now we had to work and go to Germany and do a presentation on strategy. What I say our Frankfurt or Belgium na Germany water no break here we call ambulance and then they call it and it's how they share or balance and we create the environment for bar mama yen tete mama yen nyomo basabase omunimo we should give them the chance when they are expressing themselves, give them the chance to speak, give them the chance to be whoever they want to be. Enunti ene celebrating mo I salute me mamu nyina prusen betwa mo prusen na mesra aban say na oye bia no the issue is not about sanitation part me dey na me person make kakra. The issue is not about that. The issue is about creating environment. Se vocation omo ya omu wi a ombenya adwuma ya na se law no omo ya enye da bia na lawyer female lawyer bia obekọ court but you have different forms of practice ya obetimi aye engineer owi ade na obetimi aye na ye ma akwanya ma Ghana mabunu particularly enketesia ye ma menum omunya asundue omunya the environment na omo ne yen to kese ye ne omo to partnership ye ne omo formal partnership in developing this country. We cannot develop this country all by ourselves, but we need them also to develop this country.
Yeah, die home for commercial break here. That's ubetwe mu ma yen. Yeah, die home for commercial break here by the Bonkrata and Munsam beto so. I'm quiet following your discussion. You always talk of interest. Everything we do is about personal gains from parts to electricity. The system is melting down and we are far behind as a country. It's a shameful to make sanitary parts as a subject. Mami C. Williams sent in this one. Ma yena was say before the NDC there were MPP and CPP, PFP and PNP. Then came the NDC blaming the old guys. What did we see and what have we seen? So it will look like it is not the party which is the problem, but rather the people. Let the new party being formed convince us that it's a new party that can solve our problem. Is it the parties or the people, you ask? Sylvester Sari and Eddie Way by if this sanitary part issue has not come out of fetishism, then what else is it be? There is absolutely nothing substantial about it. No country with sort would venture into this less it's baseless. Akrama also yena was it. Baby ade akofa na de agya senkrofo ho kire wo mu nya bi nti ye bo mo anya bi titiri ne ma ne be dan ho commercial break here ba don kono aboidie na ye de obon krata na to aso na fe ye bi ahoma no ama mo nso mo abaso bi ye dan ho aba.
Akosia ira me wa how waba mabo na mo bibi ha me sense idie untumi nto asase ana efie e o baby papa wonka ha Oh, Mira, where and Sassini a fear busu ewa New Accra City. Mida mitu mimpe wahala biao. Wenya wahala sam. A mega city project na Fye na baby ewa pristine site. In 2% chese, mitimi ato asase ana efie ewa New Accra City Hall. Hane, Mira, a cities and habitats. Womo ena rent to own womo dia. Akusua, we dia ya sempa. Mira, fia unim se ope baby omo wa ohu. Womo offices no ebe Porters City, Miocho Pram Pram. From 0577 911 101 and that's 055 553 0300. Website www.newaccra.city.
Cities and habitats, rent to own, shaping Ghana's urban future.
Ghana Fui Franco Esa the electrical appliances for just washing machines, Asian women yopo, CCTV cameras, any dog clear. I be you know that several mobile phones, this are iPhones, Infinix, Nokia, Samsung, any dear keka, anyone says you see na Franco. In Albania the papa, ne water foam say Franco air conditioners, every 1.5, adequacy 2.5 horsepower, Samsung Franco TV, every 32, adequacy 85 inches. Franco, essential tabletop, double decker, any chest freezers, and chain in a mahoden cry. Franco, Kwabata be a benwo, name of head office, a wada braka, one in Roxy Cinema, the enemy, friend 0246 422 338, and a 055 5939 311. Franco, electrical appliances, papa, if he.
When you never fair, I don't mean the Diana. Then you have met me, Dio. Now, me, Nimni, I have here. And yet, you are not one here. We have food supplements, you have vitamins, and minerals, Ashimuma, na boost to immune system. No, Lanzarote Logistics, add the organic pomegranate juice, Saba. You have found a fruit force pomegranate juice. And more common young thing, and my journey here, Juma ye, na fay, a boadron somehow would win.
Ubey Lanzarote Logistics, food supplements in Yinebi, Awo, Abruchiri Abagana, Pabenya, So Health and Wellness Center, or Hineba Center, Medina Estates, Qatar's Life Organic Shop, Medina Atomic on Presec Basic School Road, opposite the Vodafone, Little George Health Shop, Tema Community 5, between the PV Obin Runabout and Presby Church. No money yet. 0539 982 593 0240 101 419.
Email lanzarotelogis@gmail.com. Lanzarote Logistics, home of organic.
Yeah, where the woman jam was me. I don't know what PM is so.
My jabema, Madame Fubina and watching no, I may babe more you.
I want to say,
when you're near, na a yaman, what dear Greg, say, won't see me yako, on a man, no pim nipper. Oh, what ye?
Oh, wait, yeah, Banty Casey Kura. Because home of fun of bra. No man from Cobb, what's in Natural Health Center. At your form, don't have what is your new wire, son, or American man. What's in Natural Health Center? A new one, some dear, my chinasia, me who be that. What's in Natural Health Center? Even if send the idea from the glaucoma in near. And you know, say glaucoma na cataracts. A yeta on Fedrubia so on so a drubia. Open my drone. I don't know about the Pedro more. You mamma. What had the Nayam and Sammy and Sam? Your brother friend a double vision. What young would you mapa? A fair to the beer. No, depending, I said, yes, son, you be a good son. Then in the other yard near Purusio, then a near coco. And when he had any binono, and he had any beside your white chiller whom a bishop Benoit whom your brother friend Tarijon. Eh, hoopa. What's in Natural Health Center? Or how be a windy penny? Says why you see. That's why you kusu. I said the Bobby Nessie, and I am there Prucio, and the Francasiano Ebinono. What's in Natural Health Center? What is Walkway only no pressing? Now pressing Netty or how Kuana Wusia, Saubanoha, Assemblyasa. What's in Natural Health Center? So any Babia, ya no near home, or how can say Pana we are here? What's in Natural Health Center? Or being Fendi Yadian Coho and Casamiko Yanyi, Kumase, or was from my zine. A general was from a post office, one, and a man in Quantana Mitri. But quite so total filling station or fans who are who pay. Pentecost Johnson, and then cancel our La Paz, and the access bank they give any number
0594 994 552 0594 994 552 0594 994 552.
Hey, Quacho, I come here and say, who ya Pedrianu?
Ama, me say, Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules from me no me no. Just a man tea and pampai, menu more to summa. And say, Obasari Namena, Yana me kwa jogging, and Wadina Bidra, Mitimin Nante, a Frusania, Minty Brebium Sanse, a Mojanity me free juma. Immune system no so a yena juma.
Kingdom
Kingdom Herbal Center for Dre and a woody ho adanse no.
Men na messe wo se de untimi fa bibia mbrofo me subiom ofra mefro wusane nso a mesane.
Anya kwadwo mes media asem Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules na daroma ambama your best ma.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules dra Food and Drugs Authority for ajatum se wonomu a boost immune system wo waye kese boost obesity wedropa enie rheumatism arthritis mo mopedo to enko Kimberlin Avenue Okaishi Drug Lane ewo Enkran drugstore biamu we sabetimi akabi wo betimi afre Kingdom Herbal Center for 0275804064 and 0302938153. Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules.
No challenger.
Ayo da ye so se ubeko suku ewa abrochiri ana pese okoye adwuma ewo ho ana kwantuo bi eda wanim enwene ho kra Wap Travels abama
se uba Wap Travels ye ma oda ye so ni bemu abra wo mre ho kra se ye bo wo mo nya o visa wo pesuku mu kwan wa abrochiri ana wo kwantu sembia se wo ko UK USA Canada Europe ana Asia me se eha na wo kwantu onu hyase free
media da media asida ema Wap Travels if you say woma dawroma ene nei misua de e wo Canada yi woma mre ho kura me ka ne pen say Wap Travels ene ma wo ticket ya ubetumi de akọwiase ba bia se wo koye adwuma wo ko suku ayansra hwe me say wo be yo da ache pie Wap Travels e wo Atlantic Mall Atomic Junction
Fred 0242-797-114 0242-797-114
Wap Travels ha ena wo da ache ase Wap Travels ye do be we are say babia.
Shaping the nation. What was the point one? Hey, oh man. Shaping the nation. What was the point one? Hey, oh man. Shaping the nation. What was the point one? Hey, oh man.
107.1 suni aha ye Omanfm ye kwenim de dobon krata no e de ato aso asanto ayenko
me shasi anopen fa de Ghanaian Times se shasi kratafa etosu dumienu na nyame ya adum na Ghana ye di ye afofida ano ye da Kwame Nkrumah mampenda da eje ye mfa hodie edema ye school for komachi ye nyumeku ahodo bi nso komachi na dwumedi na se na Ghana mampeni Rajon Dramani Mahama ede to Ghana fo nyina ni mu se Ghana ye no enjina ono kwa wo ye mampeni so nemu Ghana fo nyina ye wasodie kakra ewo mene se ye nyina ye ka bomu na ya cheche wo mani nti mampeni etu Ghana fo so mani ye no wonsom to bi anya na famu de na emwo mu se wo mampani de na so nyina ye kase ye bo a ebetimi aboa emoman no etimi agina yie katafeto so du miensa so ewo de Ghanaian Times enim aye mampani abedi achiwe mampani hokeni first lady enanifoni edahase na wode efutuo akọ ede ama emanyina ewo brain rada na eye International Women's Day no otu ma for se ma wo mu papa titu ye wo mu eyejie na we investing so obemu a etise ne we invest ewo oman mu ni nyina mu enu ti ma mo hye ye den na mo ntu yefu na mo hye ye nkran se ye betimi aye ema na yeyie wo se fiti enkwada so wo ye oba akwada ebepim mpanifie nyina so no esese wo kan asem bi de to abrabo so se wo pese wo yama ne yeye na wo betimi so aye eno eye futu amampani ejere edi amaye wono eye first lady a wode nsem weyi ato ho edi ama emanyina nso etirinko yeti edase katafeto so miensa ewa hase ya boko bia posifo wo ma yadwuma so ache enipa mienu bi a wo mo eye langat adwuma na wo mo dwumadi a wo mo ye ne se wo mo ede akode a se de bokro no na chese wo mo de ma mebu wo aboko bi se wo mo ngemfa nkọ bokro no na posifo wo mo hwehwemu a wo mo ye na afensu no enti ahodo a wo mo chemu se nipa bi be yi o masotire nyina nam so ma wo mo time echi nipa mienu ya owura kwadwo ekpe na afensu Emmanuel Abe ya che wo ma no pay wo mo ensegu wo mo animu a utimi hu semrante wo mo aboto ankasa na hwe ya hwe mo mu kwade aban mra ene o mu bedi ho nsɛm no bie ɛwɔ the Ghanaian Times anim anɔpɛ mede mu nsɛm no asom yɛtiefo.
Okay, nsɛmpa Ryan go.
Ma memfa ɛyɛ chronicle da wobɔkrata no ɛmfa nto aso fama oba anim ha no mu a ɔse ntɔkwa a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Iran ɛne US amamu no ama atrapo ɛyɛ ɔmampanyi John Dramani Mahama ne nsɛm bi amene bi ɔka ɛbra na Ukraine ne Russia ntɔkwa akɔ so nsɛm bi ɔka no ama ne akyekyere no enti otwa utena enye yi ho no ma me no kasai de obokrata edi emu nsɛm so no etumi edi aba sanso ɛna woba ɛyɛ kratafeto so miensa se ha no mo a ɛyɛ opanyi Godrich Ankra ni ade se me no kasai yɛse AU appoint Ghana ni amane dibia so kokora sa ambassador san komo nyina so no ɛwɔ ɛyɛ de obokrata ayi emu nsɛm aka ɛyɛ da na fiada afofida 6 March ya yekokoye ho entotue nyina no na homfoni nyina so no egua no ma onya bihwe a dwumadi ekoso ewo mampanya so ye ne homfoni ewo de obokata mfifia.
Okay, now Santi Akuyani.
Front page, the new crusading guide. Minority demands finance minister's return to parliament over sinking fund and government expenditure. And says Omaino Sikasemo, almost a finance minister beya ombra parliament bill na omeyi ensensem no ano we ene de war the new crusading guide mu de bro afenso yisi jensem ane yeken Ghanaians ebo efu say meters ne run faster than promise ye dem almost say meter ne be check bills no said be wuntua embroidery se wutua so.
Okay. Stories na nyina no dodo no aye independent stories. Okay, yana mo ase na alanto anra wo celebrating say
Brian na me wo fie throughout no cause e ba ye ni messages ni bi and me respond ya me akasa de man ko baby
to celebrating say
okay
International Women's Day.
Okay,
it was celebrating. It was a course and or respond to be.
Course in the you to message no me and can be there.
Eh, when a show, sir. My do me phone any
no, but who's the phone on or else? Or telling you messages in a bus. I don't
I say it will be phone password that's no. I say Iran warhead password cry is.
Are they?
Me I did me per password before the finish. Any never now be oh David. Yeah, higher mukeke. Obi or password my email.
As Antoine didn't know the password that to my phone.
Brian, your man, Eda.
Maybe so sad didn't he as in your man.
Oh, Brian, send me phone, dear, and me privacy in sick. Me one me access. Send me using my phone.
The baby Bonnie was one.
Oh, baby Bonnie in my phone so.
Now, then, I privacy near
there. Yeah, you need a penny sao.
Obi be cause wa ko ye de.
Obi bet me off our phone.
No idea.
Na wa tracking e me bi e wo so.
Na dia ba niam na also ye bone na obi ko track.
E bia na me ne oye edi nkomo. E na me ne oye chat ye boy abrabo bu nkomo. Me pesa na ya wo beti. O beti aka me fro na ma join ne o.
Ya pon.
Na It's right wada o mama me.
Obi catch obi say, "Wo asante wa ware asante." Now your whole body crowd your mommy. Now u phone no password phone nti ebegu aware no.
Okay, I know you are worried for. I say I worry for them. Worry we are say bibi eni wa mudi sie bio.
Aware mu trust. Dem branch mu trust. E sha say o phone so and the password.
Asemi na.
Oh boy, I say me date here. Oh
kempena date bi eni o.
Me kempena. And that the money
get down, baby. Get down, sweetie.
Time Herbal Center. Time Herbal Center, your trusted herbal remedy for the treatment of malaria, fever, loss of appetite, body pains. Pebito, pharmacy shops, chemical sellers across the country. Wait me at 0244 417 669 0244 417 669. Yare no beko. Join us na any nkomo kakra mo amwa manone no, you know the deal. 0243 531600. That's your WhatsApp line. Oh, amanonia. Nano pay utie. WhatsApp line 243 531 600. Oba eno bedin komo is a WhatsApp line. Wa obefra fa hono entimi no nkasa gise me kasa wa obefra fa ofre normal line fa ho entimi no nkasa. Ofre WhatsApp line na eno so eye for abruchire for no nko a. Organ Hana 0245 638 748 0245 638 748 0508 346 915 0508 346 915. How's the lines I use to know? Okay, so hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Now
me hoye na onso aye. Okay. Osino my inti. Okay, koso.
So on my development, no say after back I see me concerning that is a bravo. So and dan e kuelim na momiana ye chimne hu se area ye kuelim ni aban be ya nyere ni peka na de sakra so kakra aban nsa no so free independence no development bia aban bia be ye ne be do bi kra be asia ko repair sa development no financial year law le fana Ghana first time in asphalt between Samam and Accra. So we contracted and yes, I found. My 70s example, strong. Put that yes, not
for. Hello, good morning.
At the say,
Boko Penny now, why?
Yamiadum, Felix Sabuvo, the blind gentleman, Namefri, if you wish to Massachusetts.
You wish to mind you.
Maybe I tell Anopain Yamapesa mechanic say, Sanya, Yenso, your boy, a electricity bill near the idea of Ghana. Why? Just Sanya, what tea I am to share. And your best Ghana by a baby who breathes. Nafe, Sanya, fuel buono air cosrono. Your best repass and queer politics are some. Now, Yamabaya dum. Na yadim pabo mumbeka ho se eniema no ebe adwobrew na oman no wiase nyina ye ho beto yi enu ma se ma no na no pay.
Yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Who kasa free?
Ora mo pato me kasa free Germany.
Germany. Ma intio.
Adaroma, me da se na mabo abaso ne adwuma pa wo ye mo man Ghana. Oman chichire hu dwumade e da wakoma so nti onyame won hirawo na won hirawo panelists nyina ise na ya asante wa ba adwuma mamani age pa da se pa nyame won hira no na be come asem so na masa abo e man so abaso because na enra International Women's Day be bo nyina e man nyina abaso titire yewura Kennedy Kwame Akompre kon yire no be bo ma abaso pa dwumade so nkomodi de boa ene na honorable no pay you media modi ne so ani na yonko hese o mapanyin ka se Women's Bank na up to now yente ho asemo na akosi se mwada roma mo na mo fo mo aja mo di dwumadi de boy se akosi se o mapanyin oye ana ojai ana se eno na isi wodi aye pa de tra o to de tiche edema mai na nka ye huru so ansen kapa de de e mankwa asemo na mampanyi tim ko fa pare didi agro de ami o ma yedu baby a ye ifa agro sem ne ntonchen na ye ma ye nko national asset ye ma ye de bo man na matina mufo no e ho beto mu na no ye ma ye nwine no ho mo ensini agro die no na entro di ka betwa ono abo mu ma ye refi so ono ne di ka ka ase Ghana for your short memory. It is a short memory and no LED to the be a year green. Say yes, one who saw the second came who says seeing him and what then say Guru Numan continue Casa 7 French. A beer and AC who catch it said another to who see Ukraine and Russia war and for Ghana for and then the old Babacase and Nunti. Tis a quaint man I am quaint. Yeah, can I say that the honorable can be to what I say about us who so. It's not about us who there be a year Cotuaba and Contoponi na Braba Semono and they will to Cono and I was a 2 foot through the book for any and then a young quack, woman of Smasi underground work here. It's not say Nipa Binuma Jimua and Inti or Kai and I took in a Muslim. Yem Missane a electricity yet Michiaka. Hey, honorable. Hello,
good morning.
Good morning.
Mini how kasa free?
Na kasa free kaswa.
Kaswa mind you.
Me kwesi akwa.
Kwesi twaso.
Wo mza de pe koma mudi na ye photo. Light sam na mo kan. But na asante abo kasa Nigeria. Yeah, that has been there since Adam. Remember the problem in Nancy. Last year. I'm about to light in about 30%. That is the problem. It's your basic libraries wanted to soon ask for say running there. They're incrementing their cost. The whole problem in I say I buying that 2 years library. I know that my the whole moment Mumbo Pana and 4 by no library. So my
Yes, that's hello, good morning. Okay, we line and drop it. You go from calls in the Kakrana fee. Yeah, sorry, so after a commercial break near today's agenda about 12. So, hello, good morning.
Hello.
Metti on can kasa free fine.
Just my way.
Mamintio. Hello, away out to can. Line and drop it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mofa.
Mr. Radio no what you know was stroke, man, uncle for mammy. Radio no was stroke.
Okay.
Mr.
Mofa.
Minia.
Can I insist 9 years? You know, I have you painful one year. You painful one more than car. As some Canadian from the canina say, yeah, they can pa. It's a full Canadian pompa. It's 69 years in Ghana. I can tell upon side or better radio so no to be topa you matter. Why can't you pack us a quintilla or back at a boy in Port of Mine? What's all with us?
Yes, yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. That time, but I have time because every photo.
My dear.
That time, but I'm telling Cano Cartel, but it's getting Inchi maybe that young I was didn't see a better.
Go on getting no.
But fine.
Was assembly no honor or mediocre.
I tell you.
Why, okay. Mammy now I say hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Amufa.
Boko dear.
I'm going to
assembly or one and go on getting on the call.
I didn't show with my way. I'm afraid you can cut a feet down somewhere. I'm afraid 69 years. If you pardon your betcha. Hey, it's Ghana penny for Mufa 7 Manu is Nasu. It's one more journey. For my year to come to pass 69 years. Pard. And your betcha. And my brain numb a Jomu Pejumaye. And my brain damn yasset. And my blue bread, and a maba what take blow the time deal with our good job again. Pad, anything with my child woman. Next to my penny Mahama, when you give more men. Now, Okotnasia, what me up identity, I should mean. Okotnasia, what me Ghana for Akasa, at a Ghana for Metiasis. Now, when we say pass, I'm not Okotnasia, dear Ghana for baby Hoya. It's a promise of the ball, my na paad mu na 69 years ye be che dia ene Ghana awre ho amofa ne awrade nya dwuma
for her near the AC. A die home for a short commercial break. Oh, Mama, if we chat to an affair, yes, sorry. So, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Boko, now, why? Okay, so free fine. Washington, okay, yeah, that's it. Mami too. Cousin.
Government is Johnson. Yeah, Mama, and Frankie,
Mr. Minim, so you sue mouthpiece, earpiece, because yen tone can ye voice no actually kakra. Okay, I feel ye pa mind you.
Okay, into my main can say, Mr. Water river near that one crowd and in Hunipaba, ever church electricity, I say, yen tears. If we say, abayino anase nimpa ti a omote asase no so no omo na ese omo ma electricity ye adwuma kwan be na me kan sa amofa wo ba abrochi hanma ye wa apartment bi o nimpa te so be 600 and afi ya wo apartments a ye sisi ne miansa na ya ye no communities it's gonna say government in sawom and the contractors ye did Ghana ma wo musinti amfa so we are what be share me see ya month ne be so no be hu se me electricity akosoro means e be kosoro adan ni nyina no omo aye ne such a way ya e fa eniamem na so obi nankasa sini dan obi nankasa ye de pese we ya amofa krono yenjai border ina Ghana nso me pese me yem hu ne se ho na mete nankasa ya yem bi na ye de aba ye ni inspectors as obi ye or ye wiring a yenhwe said ya na no pe question abusa no na anokra yem hye e building ben na yeti Ghana wan hu say inspectors akwohwe say ye wiring no enye be ye 50 years nti wires na wo mu nyina yenhwe ne yensan yenye no foforo wan hu bi da ebi ni ho nti say even government buildings mpo yenye innovation wom yansesa cables be ye kwa men kroma abreso cables ya yedigu ho no na da so gu a amofa eno no se cables ya kebebri ya emama ade rane ena won so awon asisi dan no omo amfa obi oye professional anya sa ade ni nti amofa complain no dem ye be complain da abensiaba ma wasata system na system we da mimitie honorable Canada Japan 92 obabi na oye interview bi na oka say yansesa niama e wo yasa issue a tetefo na ayekwa problem no ye be face ye kwesi ebedu ba bi kra ntwa light no da krope na ba bi eja to ho wom hu die nti e ba ye up to now we just to ba bi a chrem say electricity for the problem at the cost. Oh, obi na otwen wire. Oh, obi na oye say.
Me da se me bre no ekopa anti fa che me ma yemfa ensi ha me gidi se brepem no ye besan no akasa. For your source with a short commercial break and watching near today's agenda 12. Meeting Eddie Amufa Buache. Good morning.